this is going to be your weekly messages for the week of March 4th to the 10th. Please remember that these are general and not private readings, so they may not resonate with everyone. If you like the reading, please like, subscribe, and share. So we're going to start off pulling one card from the Unicorn deck to see what the overall energy is for fire signs for the week of March 4th to the 10th. Cards be dropping. Lots of them. We got lots going on, fire signs. We got lots of cards falling out here. Okay, so we got the Strength card. It came out the first time and it didn't feel right, but since it's come out again, I'm going to take it. There's going to be some type of challenge that's going to come along this week, but it's going to make you stronger. And the Strength card is just telling you that, you know, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. And just try to look for the gifts that the challenging situation has given you. Don't sit in the energy of this challenge. Rather see what it's brought to you and find strength in that challenge. All right, I'm going to pull one card for the beginning of the week, one for the middle of the week, and one for the weekend using the Earth Magic Oracle cards. What is the message for fire signs for the beginning of the week for March 4th? We got DNA Karma. It's an interesting card. So what I'm hearing is that the challenging situation that may be coming in this week has been brought about because of karma. We got the Eagle Communion. Some type of karmic debt, I'm hearing. And on the weekend, we got Waterfall Effortless. Okay, so let's look at the first card, Karma. It's the DNA card. You know, and our DNA is what makes us up and what makes us what we are. It's our code. Our DNA is our code, okay? So, this card talks about, you know, what we inherited from our biological parents has the physical component, but it also has a soul pattern that came together to create you. And you are predisposed to follow the karmic dictates of this patterning to some extent. But you always have free will, okay? So you can change that karmic path. Yet, as you evolve in your consciousness and expand the light of awareness, you can make choices that shift and modify, and that's what I just said. You have free will to choose to go a different way than what the karmic path is sending you. So with this card showing up, what it's saying to you is it's one of those times. You may be feeling that karmic tug, that soul thing, but you recognize that the persistent and communication from your higher self contradicts what the karmic choice is sending you on. Well, karma is not really a choice, but the karmic path is sending you on. So at this point, it's saying the choice is up to you, but know that you've got guidance from your higher self. So it looks like the challenge is going to be one that you can either follow the karmic path or you can choose to go in a different direction. And it's asking you to listen to your intuition and listen to your higher self, because they are there to guide you along in the beginning of the week. The next card that came up for the middle of the week is the Eagle card. And eagles usually, you know, they bring some insight. This card is the communion card. Um, but this card is all about communion with physical expression of life, plant, animals, humans, or anything else. It is only then that you can feel how your life force is similar to the life force that is all around you, okay? So all our essence is in the physical world in a multitude of ways that is the same in everything and everyone, but then it manifests in different shapes and characteristics. But our essence is our core, okay? So communion with nature is essential right now. So they're asking you to take some time to do that. And you may be able to get some clearer answers on whatever that karma thing is that's coming in the beginning of the week. And make sure that you are open to listening to your higher self and your intuition during this time. So it's kind of just asking you to just keep your attention on what you're feeling and what you're hearing, okay? And you're going to notice that you will be receiving some messages or some impressions regarding where you should go with this challenging situation, okay? If you look at the card, we've got the Indian sitting on the rock looking at the eagle. And we've got this little, I want to call it a ray of light out here. So to me, you know, light is being brought to some situation by relying on what your senses, your inner self is telling you, okay? And on the weekend, we got the waterfall card. And the waterfall card is effortless. And it, you know, when water moves, it does look very effortless unless there's like tons of it. You know, we get a huge rainstorm and then the water looks like it's kind of angry. But with a waterfall, it ebbs and flows very gently. There's no, I want to say friction. I'm trying to think of the word I want to say. There's no fight to it, I guess. The water just kind of flows, you know, down the fall, down the rocks. And I do feel when a waterfall flows, you know, the flowing of the waterfall washing over the rocks, to me represents some type of healing that's occurring. So, you know, maybe this situation, it's saying that you need strength to get through a challenging situation. So maybe it's a situation where there's definitely been some healing that's needed to occur. But to me, the waterfall definitely symbolizes washing away the pains and the sorrows, and finding that light that's in the communion card. This card also talks about, you know, not resisting movement. You need to step beyond the edge and allow yourself to do so with ease rather than struggle, okay? And that's basically what I was saying about the waterfall. And the movement needs to be effortless, okay? You can't resist it. And don't try to make it, don't try to force it to be effortless. It needs to be allowed, okay? It's not a time to fight. It's time to surrender to spirit, even if you're being asked to let go completely and tumble into the brink of creation itself, okay? So at the end of the week, it's just asking you to allow the water falling over the rocks, you know, cleanse yourself, heal yourself, and go with the flow and make sure that it's effortless. Don't fight the effortlessness of the flow of the water is what I'm trying to say. And, you know, to me, I don't know about the rest of you, but I find water and waterfalls to be very calming. So, you know, maybe you need to get one of those little little water fountains or something in your home. You know, I have a bunch of them. They were like $5 at the Five Below, because I just find it very peaceful. So I think that you know, this waterfall card is saying that your desire is to enter a time of peacefulness. Let's see what comes up with the sultry cards over these. Why is the strength card here? Too many. Why is the strength card here for fire signs? And the way these cards are shuffling, I would say that you are kind of showing some resistance, fire sign. I got way too many cards again. They got a lot to say to you, these sultry cards do. Why is the strength card here? Why is the strength card here for fire signs? Okay, the strength card, we got grounded. Okay, and I mean the root chakra. I got ahead of myself. And the root chakra is all about getting ourselves grounded, okay? It's located at the base of the spine, and it's also related to the physical life. It relates our connection to the self and the world, okay? So security, home, career, money, family, and our connection to earth. And this could be blocked by fear, so maybe you're fearing something and your root chakra is blocked. And if your root chakra is blocked, you're not very grounded at all. So there may be a suggestion to get that root chakra grounded so that you can, you know, be more yourself and not kind of all over the place. And you can do that by simply visualizing that, you know, from the base of your spine, there's an anchor going down into the earth, and watch the anchor go down into the earth and hook onto something so that you're grounded into the earth. Usually you can just go outside and walk around in your bare feet in the dirt, but we got a lot of snow out there here in the Northeast, so I don't think you're going to be able to do that. Why is the DNA karma card here for fire signs? Okay, we got psychic knowing with that card, with the karma DNA card. So you already know, karmic's something from the past, so it's something that you've already experienced or already know, and something that you probably haven't dealt with. That's where I'm attaching the psychic knowing card to the DNA karma card, because karma is something, you know, that's brought back in from the past actions, relationships. So obviously whatever this struggle is that's going to happen, that's could be occurring this week, is with a familiar situation from the past. There's the Eagle card here. For fire signs. And you know, it's funny, we got the first root chakra card, and we got the Eagle Communion card, which talks about going out in nature and getting yourself grounded. It's a little cold and a little snowy out there right now, so that might not be much of an option. But you can use the visualization that I gave you to get yourself grounded during these times of the year. Okay, so when you do that, the Eagle Communion card, there's going to be new growth that's come out of you, and I think the new growth is going to be finding some healing, finding the lessons, and like the strength card said, finding the gift that this challenging situation brought to you. You know, situations in life come to us to teach us lessons. So you're going to learn a valuable lesson from this challenging situation. Why is the waterfall effortless here? And with the waterfall effortless card, there's going to be a new path emerging, okay? New path emerging, which allows freedom, new truth, because you've surrendered and allowed yourself to heal, and a new inner power, okay? So let's pull one card from the postcards from Spirit, and that will wrap things up. So this week, fire signs, it looks like that you're going to, you know, come across some type of challenging situation. It's most likely a situation that you've experienced before in your past, and you already know what it is. You have familiarity with it. You're being asked to make sure that you keep yourself grounded, spending time out in nature so that you can see the lessons. But I'm gonna say more doing the grounding thing because it's a little cold right now to be out in nature, unless you like the winter. And doing this is gonna allow you new growth if you, you know, allow the waterfall to allow healing of, you know, the pains and the bad memories that this challenge brought to you, but more see the gifts and the lessons that it's brought to you. And our postcards from Spirit is, dearest you, we have it, and somebody else got this one, I think water signs did. We have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave and you will have courage. Act as if you are loved and you will be a magnet for love and experience this love of Spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world. That is so true. Interact with it and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were the truth. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or cavernous, chaotic or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you're the luckiest person on the planet. You will be, for you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. Okay, so, you know, this card is basically saying is the way we think is what comes to us, you know. That law of attraction thing, but our mind and our thoughts have a lot to do with this. If we don't believe that we deserve the better things in life, that we deserve love, that we deserve a certain relationship, then that's what's being put out there, and that's what this card is saying. So maybe that is your challenge this week. Maybe your challenge is your frame of your thought processes, okay? Maybe you're looking at all the negatives in your life rather than seeing the gifts, and this card is asking you not to focus on those, but focus on the gifts in your life, and to know that, you know, you've got all kinds of potential, but your thoughts have to be in the right place in order to experience this potential. Alrighty, have a great day.